taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna be tuning in, and neither will the Truth. Me and Truth and I are gonna be at the next fight that we're gonna be talking about.
So. Yeah, and that's perfect.
Oh, the real fight. Okay, y'all set it off then.
Thanks.
Teofimo, Sandor, Martin. You know what I'm saying? Madison Square Garden. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? Truth's gonna be in the building. Your boy King P gonna be in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about this fight because, you know, if you remember, I was very, very like hated the whole Pedraza thing when it was announced that Tio was fighting Pedraza, and I was like, and then when they said, oh well, Sandor was a choice and they passed him up, I was like, what? Like I mean, Sandor is a better fighter than Pedraza, especially at this point.
And he earned it.
Yeah, then So why not? So when Pedraza pulled out because he got sick, and then this fight happened, which was ordered by the WBC, but I didn't believe it. And then, but then it actually happens. I was happy about it because I wanted it. Like, I'm happy we're getting it. This is better than Pedraza Tio. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, you can say what you want about Sandor. I think Sandor earned the fight, and Sandor is tricky, and he could be a little spoiler. I'm not saying he's going to win, but he's going to make it a little more interesting than Pedraza is. And I like Pedraza.
I think Tio going to put Sandor on the big screen. Like I'm not going to hold you. Like I'm looking into Sandor Martin, and he a little tricky. He got the ability to make it, you know what I mean, kind of messy in there, but you talking about a guy that lost a UD to Anthony Yiggett. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not.
Like, the niggas get gassed off that pedestrian ass Mikey Garcia fight.
Well, let's put it this way: that Anthony Yiggett fight, you know, it's like, I mean, most people thought that Yiggett got like a gift on that one. That's what they're saying. Like, there's, you know, people saying that was like a gift for him. But I mean,
Yiggett's not, and the thing is, Yiggett's not trash. I've seen him fight before.
I mean, didn't Rolly beat Yiggett?
Yeah, Rolly was struggling, and that was an ugly fight.
And Yiggett came in overweight. He trashed.
Yeah, and Baranchik bodied him eventually.
Now Baranchik fucked dude up. Yeah,
I mean, Sandor Martin has the pedigree, I guess, to like maybe make Teofimo look, you know, pedestrian, but you know, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how Teofimo's power at 140. Some of the shots he was hitting with Kempa was not hitting like usual, so we'll see.
I just think that Sandor got like Top Rank is using this Sandor name, even though because his name is hot. He beat Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's adding to kind of like really even if Tio win. The reason why people care because this is the guy that beat Mikey, not because we've been following Sandor Martin with 40 wins and 13 KOs for this long period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
You just beat the guy that beat Mikey, and he was hot at the time.
He's the guy who basically retired a Mikey Garcia Hall of Famer, basically. I mean,
that's pretty much one of Eddie's biggest screws because Eddie had to pay that nigga big money for that fight, and you know, and Sandor just happened to, you know, style on him because Mikey Garcia wouldn't wake up for whatever reason, and he was a step slower and everything. Sandor would just pretty much box this dude's head off. Like
that was surprising. Watching that in real time, that was like, and seeing Mikey do his usual glove in the air shit. I was like, you're losing this fight, bro.
Not like Sandor was.
And that's the point. Like Mikey Garcia just lost that fight on pure effort. Like he literally lost a 6 rounds to 4 decision.
And then late in the fight, when he realized he was down, I saw him putting his foot in Sandor's ass, and I was like, you know,
no, he didn't. He got tagged even more.
Sandor was touching him up late in that fight.
Yeah, I feel like Mikey was.
It's like Mikey tried a little bit harder
towards the end.
But honestly, it wasn't like he was on some Orlando Salido at the final bell type shit like that. He didn't wild out like.
Yeah.
And he needed to, and that's the thing. It's like Mikey Garcia didn't even try hard enough to make a draw.
Yeah, exactly. And they would want to give. I'm sure they want to give it to him too. They wanted to give him a draw.
It's like, dude, like I want to, but like you, it's like you really didn't act like you wanted this fight, so fuck it.
Yeah, he basically it was all for the money because you know we all know Mikey Garcia. What he didn't like boxing, he was just talented at it.
And I feel like Tio could bring in a better effort than what Mikey Garcia had. It's just will that better effort work? Because Tio, he can get lazy with his jab. He can have his lead hand down. He can eat jabs.
It depends his method, because Teal, honestly, like every time I read this nigga's social media, you can tell that this motherfucker be on and off some shit, like, you know.
Yeah. And his dad said there's gonna be no assistant trainer or some shit. You know, that's the thing that's the elephant in the room is, you know, Teal Senior. I know he got Teal to where he's at, but it's like, are you the guy that's gonna get him, you know, over the top?
Over this fucking fight.
Over this
it's
hump,
still
yeah.
like a look like.
No, this is a, you know, this ain't no walk in the park for you.
Yeah, Sandor ain't no walk in the park at all.
No,
He definitely
I mean, I could see the KO y'all niggas is talking about. I could legit see that. I could see, but it's like I feel like Tio would have to just outright spark him.
I think it's only 10, so it's not 12. So I think it's just 10 rounds.
So fucking Sandor already knows how to deal with how to win the majority rounds against a nigga like.
What is up with all this 10 round shit that's been going on? Like,
Jess was talking about that earlier, man. That shit. And Frank Martin fight next week. That shit is a 10-round fight, and it's an eliminator.
Oh, that should be 12. That's bullshit.
yeah, like niggas don't want to fight 12 no more. Like, I mean, I thought these eliminators and shit are supposed to be.
Yeah, because I know Mauricio in WBC, he himself was trying to push for that to be an eliminator, but how's that not 12? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
these niggas is literally being main events as fucking 10-rounders.
Yeah, nah, come on.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, I mean, like, you know, like, nah, it should be 12 rounds. Like, you know, it's like there's no good reason for Teofimo Lopez and Sandor Martin, who are top fighters. Well, Sandor Martin, like, there are top fighters at 140, known fighters at 140 to be fighting.
I'm pretty sure Tails number 2 or 3 in WBO without looking, you know, rankings.
Yeah. Especially since Teofimo has actually fought 12 rounders before. Like, these niggas fought more than enough 12 rounders. So
yeah, that's
I don't know what the shit is he's on with this shit. Like, yeah, that's the only real negative thing I can say about this fight. Like, this should be a 12-round fight. Like,
facts.
You know, but in terms of predictions though, so what are we thinking for Teofimo Lopez and Sandor Martin? Truth, I'll let you go first, bro. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I got Tio in 9.
Okay, in 9.
Teofimo in 9.
LB, what about you, bro?
God damn. I don't know. I'm just so. This is one of those fights I want to see and I'll watch and I'll care about it, but I just don't care about it. Like, I'm really like indifferent to see who wins or loses. I don't know who wins this motherfucker. Like, a part of me feel like Sandor Martin could outbox Tio. Part of me feel like Tio could spark him if he tries. But you know what, I'm gonna go Tio by decision. Like, I can see Tio, you know, having moments. I can see him being discouraged too. I can see Sandor neutralizing Tio to an extent. You know, I just feel like Tio just power shots is gonna, you know, this might look like a Herrera Swift fight. So, you know, Tio by decision.
All right, Pilot, what about you?
That'll be still my answer. I want to say Teofimo decision, but I'm just going to be optimistic and say Tio in 7. Tio knockout by 7. I think it'll be early on a chess match. You know, again, I don't know how Teo's power translates because he was in Campo with some shit that usually would get the guy on his level at 135 out. So, but if Teofimo's on point and at his best, I think you know, Sandor on somewhat of short notice will eventually, you know, he'll probably be winning like 4-3 or something, or 4-2 something, and Teofimo will spark him out. So I'll say Teofimo Lopez in 7.
Cool. P, what about you?
I'm also going with Teofimo with the 9th round KO. I think he might get a little frustrated at times, but I think eventually he'll overpower Sandor and he'll end up getting the stoppage. So.
Yeah.
Mikey was supposed to overpower this nigga too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's,
and Mikey's the A-level boxer, so
yeah.
I mean, that was a Mikey that was just not in it, just non-committee, just, you know.
That was a cop, Jay Reed.
And but low key, you see a little bit of that Mikey in every Mikey fight. So I don't even want to use that as an excuse. That is Mikey.
I guess. Fair enough. Oh, good comment. I'm saying a comment. Sandor has bad habit of overcommitting, leaving his back leg in the air, but Teo also has a bad habit leaving his lead hand down, which at times he ends up with his head at the end of Southpaw's jab. So
either that or getting hit with random with lead rights like he did against fucking Kambosos.
See, and that's why I feel like this fight could just be a distance fight, because I feel like both might be tough enough for each other. Like Sandor took some shots from Garcia. He got a decent chin.
Yeah, and I'm actually going for. I'm gonna pick the upset Sandor with the decision. I honestly think that Sandor will probably make. I have a feeling that Sandor will probably make Teo look bad for some reason.
My thing is, and I was here and I was there for that. If Teo rocks Sandor the same way he rocked Kambosos, I don't think Sandor survives that. So we'll see though. But I don't think he's good. I don't think he'll survive it when he gets hurt. But we'll see.
I feel you on that. That's the dark horse like statement. Like really, like if Sandor could deal with Teo's punching power, but then it's like, will Teo throw enough to make the punching power work? Because I don't think like Teo hits hard enough to just outright spark dude one shot. It had to be like the perfect shot, a perfect counter punch.
Right.
And then Teo boxing ability is like so up and down.
Bro, this is Teofimo Lopez we talking about. I mean, I ain't really a fan of him like that, but Teo is one of the most talented young guys in boxing, bro. Like,
I mean, I know how. Look, dude, I was one of these niggas who picked Teo to beat Loma. I know how. None of these niggas was picking fucking Teo to beat Loma.
I picked by KO, but he still got the
okay, you nigga. These other two, these two motherfuckers didn't. Like, so I mean, like I speak highly of Teo. Teo good, but it's like it's talent, but it's like the man been hit and miss lately. Like, dude,
like the man took a beating against Kambosos. Like,
it's hard to forget that. It's hard to forget that in the Nakatani fight, because he was looking kind of pedestrian in the Nakatani.
Yeah, he was looking mid in Nakatani.
Yeah, and then Ocampo was hitting him with some shit too. It just he kind of just overpowered Ocampo.
Right. It took some time, but yeah.
Look, they take these. There's a reason why they avoided Barbosa, because Barbosa is somebody who is physically strong.
Yeah,
has the stature,
true 140,
the mass,
true
140, and is a big 140.
And he has the wins, especially
he has the momentum.
Win, like he's already ended a career.
He retired to Cito. I feel kind of bad for him and his dad, just like begging for Teofimo to mention his name, and Teofimo just ignored, didn't say shit.
Look, dude, real to Barbosa got to get more popping. That's the only thing you can say in this situation. He's done everything else right, but get more popping. And there's a lot of shit he could do to do that, but that's here or there. Like I'm not running these niggas' careers. The dude you want to fight gave you the blueprint.
Right.
So it's like you gotta figure that shit out. But there's a reason why you don't want to fight, because Barbosa's not even the biggest puncher, but he hits harder than a guy like Pedraza, and
he'll keep you honest, and he'll
keep you honest. And if he hits you enough, and he has a volume, it's a problem.
I think he harder than Sandor too.
Yeah, he does hit harder than Sandor. That's the thing. He has Sandor's boxing ability with more fucking physicality and power.
Absolutely.
And he's younger in his prime, you know what I'm saying? Probably.
Exactly. That's why it's such a bad fight. If Sandor actually decides to fucking up his offense, then Teo might have a long night.
Right. Yeah, and they probably don't want that, and I'm pretty sure Bob is like, oh wait a minute, hold up, I know he's a little bit too good right now, and I can't really make any mony with him right now. I have a cash cow. I'm trying to make champion at 140.
Yeah. It's like you said earlier. If I was Bob,
Sandor's just a good name.
He's a good name, but if I was Bob, I'd make sure to move Teofimo right at 140, because there's dogs and sharks in there you may not want to swim with.
I mean,
Nigga,
he's
you
gonna have
can't
to
move right. You can't move right at 140. You just gotta move.
You got no
nigga.
choice.
He already talking crazy to Regis. He already on Regis' radar.
I don't know about all that.
Start calling him out. You know Regis about to start calling him out.
I'd rather him play Josh Taylor for his sake.
And
Josh
fucking
Taylor's
around, Regis be at the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Regis was talking about, because he was talking this shit about, I might need to put Teofimo in the hospital. He was talking all that good shit.
Nigga, if you don't want no Barbosa Jr. problems, then you damn sure ain't no one no goddamn Regis problems.
Facts.
That's like saying like you don't want to fuck with this bull shark, then you ain't want to fuck it with a great white, nigga. That's like double the problem. Nah, it's like a difference in levels, nigga. Like
word.
Regis is just different. It's gonna be interesting to see who he fights because Regis give all these dudes problems. He's just a dog. Like we gonna see.
Probably Ramirez, but like that's the top ring thing, so we'll see.
Oh, he'll dog walk Ramirez.
I think they want to save that fight for Teofimo, bro. I think Jose Ramirez out of all them guys, I think he'll make Teofimo look the best. I think that's the best stylistic matchup over there for Teofimo Lopez to really look good.
You might be right, low key. You might be right.
I feel where you coming from. Yo, I fucks with that. Honestly, I something just tells me you're right. And Ramirez is quality.
I don't think Ramirez if you pay attention to Rick Mirrigan, his manager, the day after Regis beat Zepeda, he posted a picture with fucking Jose Ramirez and Tio. Like, why would you post that if you're the mandatory for the WBC championship?
Yes. That shit don't make no sense.
These niggas know what styles of bad matchups for them.
Yeah, styles make fights for sure.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because it's like Ramirez matches up good with Prograis. Even though I would pick Prograis to beat him and I would make him the favorite, it's like Ramirez is still in that fight.
Yeah, Ramirez is straight up and down. Like, I mean, he's no frills. Like, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think Tio would get the styling on him. Tio would get the styling, all that little styling shit he was trying to do to Campa. He'll do all that shit to Jose Ramirez.
Because Ramirez fights like Campa. Like Ramirez is one of those guys. Like he's that one-dimensional type of style that if you can't,
he's good at that one dimension. He's good.
Yes, but if you can outbox it and you can handle that, if you can handle that style, then it's like you kind of take the threat from him.
Right.
Because you see, Hooker was kind of handling him before he just got overpowered. Yeah. Right. Zepeda was handling him. Fucking Josh Taylor. It's like Postal. Postal. Yeah.
Yeah, was handling him like,
Postal handled the fuck out of him, but to the fact where, to this day, Andre Ward did not see a jab get thrown in that fight. The jab was in the metaverse or some shit. Like, he just ain't see that shit. Like,
yeah, I think it was Ward was wilding that night. He was on one. That shit, but but I mean, either way, I mean, I'm not gonna Ramirez and Prograis, or Tio and Ramirez or whatever. Like,
I mean, they're all good fights. You can't be mad at it. 140 is 140. Nigga.
Yeah, 140. Yeah, 140 is a quality division. So
I just want to mention that, like, aside from the Tio fight, I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of the guys on the undercard because it's all our favorite top ranked prospects.
Yeah, they stacked the fuck out of this for the Bud fight.
I'm saying Jared Anderson against Jerry Forrest. That's a step up fight for Jared.
That's a huge big step up fight for Big Baby, man. That's a huge
because Jerry Forrest, unfortunately, I mean, he got very unlucky in his last couple of fights because he got the draw against
Big Bang Zhang.
Yeah, I got Zhang, who he looked like he probably should have been. If that was a 12-round fight, he probably Forrest would have KO'd him in that fight because he came back from 3 knockdowns to have dude reeling at the end.
He was reeling, yeah. And then fucking what's his name?
Davis going to be on the card, and that's a step up for him because
Keyshawn got a huge step up.
Yeah, Juan Carlos Burgos is a veteran that's been in there with damn near everybody.
Yeah, never been KO'd or nothing. I don't even think he's been down.
Burgos, he got a few losses, but he ain't definitely.
Xander Zayas on the card, who I'm high on.
Shushu,
Jahi Tucker.
Tiger Johnson's dope.
Yep.
They loaded the shit for that butter shit, huh? Bob
Bob knew what he was doing.
But hold on, so let's not act like Bob ain't load the damn undercards for fucking Bud when he was on there. Exactly, nigga. Besides the fucking Porter fight, that nigga the Bud used to get the best fucking undercards.
Yeah, I think
weren't you at the motherfuckers?
I was.
Yeah, because y'all niggas was quiet. Y'all niggas were saying shit like I was capping or something.
I laughed. I chuckled because I'm like, oh, he's right. He got me.
Yeah, he did get them. He did get those quality undercards at times though. But I think
undercards be better than his fucking fight.
But I think this is because Bob is like, you know what, you're gonna sue me, motherfucker. So yeah, well, let's put this card, see who's of course that's leading in because Eastern's doing the Heisman shit that night too. So yeah, they know what they were doing.
Oh, I just see Android comment. Lopez will have a Comey style KO on Ramirez. I can see that.
I can see that. I mean, shit, Taylor almost got one of those on him too. So it's like I could definitely.
Yeah, because Taylor did almost have one. Yeah, like fucking ref.
Yeah.
Still, I had Taylor by KO, and these niggas fucked it up twice, and then tried to rob him. Jeez.
Right.
Niggas ain't want me to get that. They ain't want me to talk no shit.
Hell no. But yeah, that shit was. But yeah, that was. But at least for once, Top Rank actually put together. This is like a well put together card. So it's just like, it's about time because Top Rank cards for the most part we've all year been like. They've been like the good main event, and then mostly and everything else is just like a showcase. They're showcase cards, WWF Superstar ass cards, WCW Saturday Night ass fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are like superstars and jobbers. So it's just like it's good to at least have some competitive fights on there, or a significant step up fight. So I mean, hopefully P Troop, you guys enjoy yourself. Hopefully, maybe. I might be there, depending what email I get in the next couple of days or so, because I do want to be there too. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, it should be that Top Rank. This should be a good night.